headed to the last run day Sunday of the year. Get a few passes in before the end of the year and see if any of the changes we made makes a difference. We did change the rear gear. I went from a 410 to a 373, so that's the biggest change I've made to the car. I'm hoping that gets me through the 8th mile in second gear. That's the goal. I think that would really help out the ET, you know, getting rid of one of the gear changes, but time will tell. It could actually make it worse. I don't really know. We'll see. It's not that big of a change going from a 410 to 373, but we'll see. Yeah, and then the caster camber plates we did, but that's really not going to help with the ET. So yeah, this is the first time I'm actually towing the car with this truck, and so far so good. I mean, it jerks it around a little bit more than the other car, but like I said in the other video, that, you know, these newer trucks are lighter and have a little less, I don't know, like it feels a little less planted. It feels a little more nimble, but that kind of makes it to where the trailer can jerk it around a little bit. But power-wise, it's really good. So anyway, we'll be there in about an hour, and I'll get back with you then. Alright guys, so we're in the lanes, about to make a pass here. Like, you know, I haven't really changed anything from the tune from last time. Basically the same. The only difference is going to be is the gear. So we'll see what happens. This is just the first run, just to see what happens. I don't really know what it's going to do, so, but we'll see. I'll put the camera here, and I got another one back there, and yeah, that'll be it. Guys, so the time slip says 6:24 in the 8th. Here you can kind of look at it, but we got some big issues. The car, it went really lean, like super lean, up in the ones. I mean, that's like blown head gasket lean. I don't know why. And my fuel pressure's really low too. So I'm not sure what's going on. This should be about 5.5 bar. This should be in like 0.78, and it's up in the ones. I mean, we have a serious issue, so I need to look that over and see, maybe the fuel pump's not kicking on, the second pump. So let me check that out, and I'll let you guys know what happened. All right, as you can see, let me shut this off. So my guess is it's got a bad O2 sensor. Just idling, it's idling in the 1.3s. Like it doesn't know where to be, and the fuel pressure was a little low, but I brought that up, but that wasn't the problem. It's I need to check the O2 sensor. Maybe I'll take it out and take a look at it, see if it's got some rust on it. I don't know. It's been sitting quite a while I haven't ran this car in a while, so I could possibly have a bad O2 sensor. I don't know any other reason why it would idle like that, so lean, other than it's getting a bad reading. So let me check the O2 sensor, and we'll take a look at it and see what we see. All right guys, so I got it back. It was a loose wire, okay? I have it hooked to a relay down here, and the lug came loose, and the heater wire was loose. So it wasn't heating up the wideband, so it wasn't giving any readings. So it's working now. It's not reading that really lean, so. So anyway, what happened was, without having the wideband, it looked really lean to the computer. So the computer probably just dumped a bunch of fuel trying to correct that, but obviously it couldn't because of the wideband wasn't reading. So that pass there was probably really rich and not lean. So I'm gonna try it again. This time I'm only gonna do an 8 mile hit, just in case we do have some lean issues. But I did notice the fuel pressure was a little low, so I adjusted that, brought it up to right around 40 pounds base pressure, which should give me around 5.5 when the second pump kicks on. So, all right, let's get back in the lanes and try it again. All right, so that time we just smoked the tires at the starting line. Someone right before me smoked, their car smoked, and they were checking the track, but I don't know if they found anything, but I spun. So didn't really get much, didn't learn anything there. But what we did learn is that the AFR gauge is working now. So that was the problem. So now it's definitely rich. I got back into it after it spun, and just to get a little bit of data on the air fuels, and it was definitely rich. So I leaned it out a little bit, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make another pass. Hopefully I can. This place is absolutely jam-packed. So let's see what happens, and yeah, just not having good luck today. Okay, I just heard you.
Did you ever see his old blue Ford?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's for sale, man. No anybody looking, man.
All right. Look pretty good with dry radials. guys, finally, we got the monkey off our back. So we went 585 in the 8th at 114. Here's the slip. I could tell it was on a rib. It felt really good. And then obviously I let off at the 8th, so it coasted to a 980 at 103. So the 114.99 is actually the best mile an hour. I was in the 113s in the 8th mile for forever. So yeah, that's the best mile an hour. And obviously 585, we blew past 6s really easily. The tune, I don't know, it must have been really good. I made some adjustments to the air fuel ratio. I leaned it out a little bit because it was just running too fat. Let's see if I can show you guys. Okay, so I did go a little too much on leaning it out. So it was in the 0.8, 9.9, 0.9, making around 370 kPa, which is around, I think that's around 32 pounds of boost. And yeah, so it's a little lean. Yeah, that's too lean there. But man, it felt super good. Short shifted first. 6,700 I shifted at 6,700. I'm supposed to be shifting at around 72, and then I didn't make it to the 8th, so I had to shift before the 8th. So if I wouldn't have short shifted first, I probably could have made it to the 8th without shifting into 3rd, which would have been even a better time. I mean, I still went 585 even with all that mess. So I got to work on the tune a little bit more, richen it up a little bit in this area here. Right in this area where it's hitting the rev limiter. That's just, when it hits the rev limiter, it goes really lean like that because it's just popping. But right here is where you can really tell what's going on. Yeah, it's in the 0.8, 0.9. So yeah, that's definitely too lean. We're shooting for like a 11.8, 12 to 1, and that's probably closer to 13 to 1. So yeah, that's not good, but we'll richen it up. It was only an 8th mile hit, so I doubt I hurt anything. But guys, 585 with a stock 1J with a turbo and injectors and nitrous to spool it up. That's pretty impressive in my book. No head studs, no cams, nothing. Stock cams, VVTI motor. I don't know, what more can you ask for? 580s. Anyway guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm super pumped about this. We'll work on the tune a little bit more, and yeah, hopefully we'll get back to the track next year, because I'm going on vacation soon, so I won't be back till probably the 1st of the year. But anyway, that's gonna do it. Check y'all later.